Yo, what's up, guys? The Insane Game Freak here. I'm doing another outside video, mainly be due to the fact that the people have told me, apparently, for those last two videos I uploaded, apparently people said the last two outside videos I uploaded, said the quality is really good out here, so I'm assuming it has something to do with nature. Nature. And I don't know what the fuck it is, but the quality seems really good outside, so I will try to switch up and do more outside videos when it's good days and clear days. And today it's kind of like chilly and shit. You're probably wondering why I'm wearing the same shirt. It's mainly because, and why I'm outside in the first place is because my stepdad's like fucking painting my room because, blue is gay. So now we have to change the color of my room because I live here and I have no say so in what color my room is or whether I have carpet or tiles, which I guess when I make another video inside, I'll show you the floor and the walls, everything. Well, you'll see the walls, but still. Anyways, that's not what this is about. This is Bakuman episode 20 review. Let's get into it. I'm sorry I rambled on for like a minute. That was a waste of a minute. People are probably angry. I'm sorry. I'm only one man. I can only do so much. Ah. Anyways, I really like this episode. It's with honestly, with this show with Bakuman, I don't seem to hate any of the episodes. I have not hated any of the episodes. I may think some episodes were bullshit, but I don't think I've hated any episode. Pretty much what it goes over, this episode kind of discusses there are a few things. The first thing being is they're still playing that plan to, to get 10 mangas set up for before 6 months to shock Mr. Hattori, and they're still lying to him, and it's pretty funny. So this episode takes the course of over 6 months. It's weird the way Bakuman time skips. You can't really tell it's a time skip because they don't let you know. You just have to. They're like these little subtle hints. Like you'll see a scene in spring, you'll see another scene in like winter and shit, and they do that. So pretty much what happens is Kaya and Saiko have kind of like their little moment where she finally got to explain her feelings to Saiko about how it built like, cause she said it was really hard on her the last month they weren't working together because she thought it was her fault, and just trying to explain that one of her biggest dreams right now is to make sure that Saiko and Azuki get married. And he's like, what about your shit about? He's like, what about being a cell phone novelist? No, I gave that up. What the fuck? You need to pick your dreams out better. That's what Shujin says, and I thought it was pretty funny. But pretty much they finally get the feelings conveyed, and Saiko understands that she really does care and she wants them to do well and all this other crap. They also, she's also willing to help in any way she can, and one of the ways she's going to help is that Mr. Hattori sent Shujin an ass amount of mystery novels and movies and shit, which would take him like 2 of the 6 months to just finish. And so what Kaya suggested is that she's going to watch those movies and summarize it. She's gonna watch those movies and summarize, and then give it to Shujin, and that's gonna be her way of contributing to the team, quote unquote. And it works out pretty well. It's also kind of funny. There's also a funny scene about the fact that they both have like quote unquote fiancés, like how Kai is like, if everything goes well with Saiko and Azuki, we should get married too. And Shujin's like, what the fuck? Wait a minute. I didn't say anything about loving you, but you said you liked me. He's like, well, yeah, I used the word like, not love. He's like, well, we kids. Whoa, why would you say that shit? Tycho's right here. But there's a funny scene when they're in school. This random chick comes up to Saiko and Shujin after Kaya says she has to go get her bag before they leave. So they're both sitting there, and the girl's like, excuse me, Takagi-kun, because that's his actual name. He's like, are you and Kaya dating? He's like, yeah. And apparently she's my fiance. It's like, and Saiko's like, yeah, I got a fiance too. Doesn't everyone? And then the girl's just like, okay, and then just kind of like inches away. And they both start laughing with their sadistic laughs. And in the same thing with Hattori. Hattori still thinks that his plan is going accordingly. So he starts fantasizing what would happen when they both find out. It's like, oh, part of the plan. And there's an evil face, but I didn't want to use that as a thumbnail because later on in the episode, he's like, oh, you guys got me. And they only managed to come up with 8, but hell, that's still 8, and they're still working on the whole detective shit. And he looks over and he goes, yeah, this is really good, and they want to get it serialized, but these are the two conditions that Mr. Hattori puts on them. The first condition is they want them to enter it in the Golden Future Cup, which takes place in the summer. And if they get into that, that's the first condition. The second condition is to keep making chapters, is to bring him a chapter, a name for a chapter every 2 weeks. Because he's trying to get them prepared. Because if you're in high school and you can't do that, there's no way you're going to be able to do the weekly shit. The weekly shit will get you killed, honestly. I mean, that's just being brutally honest. Like, you can't come out with a weekly chapter, you're screwed. So he's trying to prepare them. And he's never done this with anyone else before, but this is his decision to do. So they start running themselves ragged to create manga chapters, names for manga chapters every 2 weeks. And they do that. They also run into Fukuda, and Shujin is introduced to Fukuda. And they talk about how he's going to enter the Golden Future Cup, and so are they. It's like, we're rivals, I'm going to beat you this time. It's like this cool little scene where it's like, let's both try to do our best. And all this other crap, and like, I will defeat you, and all this other shit, because I may have lost to you before, but I'm not losing again! And it's pretty cool. Pretty much after that, they also mentioned Azuki has, the anime that she was a part of has a second season, so she is coming. So she was one out of 3 popular girls to be called back, and Kaya's like, oh, she told me not to tell to let Saiko watch it, and he's like, why? And it comes on, and it's because that she can't sing. Now I can't tell it's Japanese. She sounded pretty decent to me, but that could have been just because it's in Japanese. I don't know how it actually sounds in English. Apparently she can't sing, and Kaya's laughing at her the entire time. And all Saiko can think about is how cute she is, which I thought was pretty funny. And so the next thing would be is that after that, I think all that happens, I think the last thing in the episode that happens is pretty much they get. Sorry about that random ass jump cut. It's apparently touch mouse pads are very sensitive. But what I was going to say is the last thing that happens in the episode is pretty much they get the call confirming that they are now in the Golden Cup. So one half of the criteria has been met. On top of that, they've been running themselves ragged doing those repetitive chapters every 2 weeks and shit. So we're good so far. All they have to do is win now, and they're good. And that's pretty much the entire episode. I guess the last funny scene I thought was pretty funny when there was at the end of the episode, you know, she's like congratulating them up and like, I'm gonna go to the store and get some curry and make it for a celebration dinner. And Saiko's like, thank you, I love you, Kaya. And we're just like, and she's just like, what the fuck, man? You have Azuki, why would you say something to that? So you can see the character development's ridiculous. Like, Shujin has become way more defensive about Kai than what he used to be. He used to not care about Kai on that level anymore. So I thought it was pretty funny. It's like, before that, you need to send Azuki a text message, and the episode ends pretty much with Saiko sending Azuki a text message about making it into the future pro. We don't get to see a response because it cuts off after he says send, and then it goes into the credits. But all in all, it was a good fucking episode. I enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty cool. It's weird. I don't even know. I think this anime is supposed to. So I mean, we've gone through 20 episodes, and I think this anime has jumped over like what? This anime is already like in the anime. It's been like 2 years, I think, 2 or 3 years. That's ridiculous. In 20 episodes, 2 or 3 years have gone by. I'm not 100% sure, but this better get a fucking dub. I already know the manga's licensed by Viz. This shit better get a dub. I want a fucking dub. I never thought a drawing anime would be this interesting, surprisingly so. Good fucking job. This is better than Death Note. I'm just going to say that. And you put that in the comment section below. What do you guys think? Do you think this show is better than Death Note? Is this better than Death Note, guys? You're going to start a lot of wars. I'm going to start a lot of wars with that question, but just put it in the comment section below. Keep on drawing. Lots of gameplay to win. And I'll catch you. What the fuck is this motion? What are you doing? I have no idea. I think it's like a whirlwind. I don't even know what the fuck. Whatever. I'll catch you guys later, alright? Peace. Keep on drawing.